The
We are
stream,
officially live. We're live right now.
the stream is live.
Yeah, it's live. We're ready to go. I am
Let's
Lopez in the
go.
building. Hold on, let me share this real quick. Let me get some people in here real fast. Let me share this on my social medias
Okay.
real fast.
Do we have anything to drink?
We got Coke, we got cranberry juice, we got water, we got Cokes,
Can I get a water?
we got E&J.
E&J.
My boy Mo Hustle got another drink for you.
Water. No,
God damn, Mo.
no, we do have plenty, but that's what they were saying. What do I want?
Gotcha.
Water, perhaps.
Some water is
Yeah, please. What's that? Or whose is that, shall I say? Bleezy. Is that yours? Oh, some liquor. Are you drinking already?
Yes, I am
Yes.
too.
Oh, well, fix me one. Y'all sitting here offering me water, Coke.
Y'all get some ice.
I don't want none of that. Cranberry. I was like, well, I don't drink cranberry unless it's mixed. What's going on?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the building. Now we got YouTube gang already in the building, guys. We have the newest up and coming female lyricist in Texas, man. She's just taking the state by storm, bro. She's doing crazy things. She's
Thank
probably
you.
the most lyrical female artist out here right now.
Okay.
And bro, she's been making all kinds of noise. And we finally have her. I hear a lot of feedback.
Really?
No, no.
Dang. Hold on real quick. Let me try something.
Yeah. Okay. Because you sound good to me.
It's throwing me off. I'm very energetic and crazy, and
And it
I don't
keeps
want that to
bouncing
throw
back
me
to you.
off.
It keeps bouncing back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna just deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it because then I got to do all this stuff. Anyways, I am Lopez. Is in the building at Mundo Vision Media. How are you?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm blessed by the best, man. Thank you for having me, Levi. Thank you.
For sure, man. Like me, I've been, I'm a podcaster. First and foremost, I want to tell you, I'm a podcaster. Okay, and I try to do things from a journalistic, view.
You
I
like
try to
to?
be a journalist as much as possible, but
Uh huh.
I do have opinions as well. You know what I mean? I'm very opinionated, and I like to get out there to the people what I
I
think
mean,
about
it's your
certain things.
podcast, right? That's just your show.
Yeah, facts. And I think some videos I've done in the past, touching on some of the topics, concerning you and others, and I've seen
Yeah.
people take some of my words the wrong way.
Gotcha.
And I just want people to know I've never been against I am Lopez. I've never said anything bad about you. I've always
You've
been
always
for
rode
you.
the fence real carefully. You've always
Yeah.
been right there. I know. I
Okay.
respect it.
Okay,
I
yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, and I just don't want it because the other people were saying other things, and I didn't want you to, get a bad perspective on me and what I do over here. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. It's. I mean, hey, people like to talk, right? And you give them a place to talk about it. So,
Facts,
so
facts. Okay, we
let's
got
talk
that out of the
about it.
way. I'm very excited about this interview for real.
All
I'm
right.
very
Me too, man.
because
Come on.
because I've listened to your stuff before, right?
Okay.
But just what you're putting out, some of the singles, of course the Joan of Arc, of course, but then I did my research and I went down the rabbit hole and I listened to a lot of your stuff, and I just gotta say that 1,000% you are incredible.
Thank you.
You're very
Wow.
talented.
Thank you so much, Levi. Damn, I felt that. I was like, that was genuine. Clock the
No,
T.
no, okay.
Thank you.
So you're gonna
What's
learn
your
something
favorite
about me. I'm a
song?
hip
Like,
hop
what's
head to the core.
because you said you went down the rabbit hole. So, like, what's that one song that you were like, okay, I'm
So
okay, I'm Lopez now.
so I'm gonna tell you right now, Deadly is my favorite.
Really, with Tilo?
That shit is fire, bro.
Yeah.
That shit got right there. I was locked in, bro. I was like, no, that's it, bro. This girl got it. She's a fucking lyricist. She got bars, bro. Everything that I look for. It's just absolutely amazing. And I was very impressed. Deadly, Sashimi,
Yes.
Angelo,
Sashimi is such a good song.
Angelo,
Anhelo.
like shit.
Anhelo. So
I'm,
that so
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it means to yearn. So like anhelo, like
To
when you
long,
want
right?
something really, yes, to long for something, yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
Okay. You
but
said,
yeah, that one wrote mostly in Spanish, for the raza, and it was just
yeah.
like that whole hit, like
Yeah. See, I'm a bit of a no sabo kid. I ain't gonna lie. My Spanish is rough, but I understand most of it.
that's okay, cause eventually I do want to do like lyric breakdown videos for my fans that don't, for my
Yeah.
supporters that don't necessarily speak it fluently, and they want to know what the hell is she saying.
Yeah. So, hey, on my YouTube, I do bar breakdown. So, what your most lyrical, like if so something new that's very
Okay.
lyrical, send it to me. I'm gonna break it down my best.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. City to city. That's fire too.
Boom. That's my manifesting song, baby. That's my baby. That I wrote that song along with two other songs in like one session. But like when I wrote that song, it was just like it hits every time, and so that's why I perform it every time, and that's why I'm booked up city to city. You feel me? Like your
Let's
word
go.
is very powerful. Especially when you write it and record it and profess it to the world. You know.
Mm,
So I mean,
for sure.
you see the tour, dog. Like I'm like, damn, city to city for real, bitch. State to state at this point, damn, fucking city to city.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, shout out
You
to the
know?
YouTube gang. Shout out to the YouTube gang heavy on here. Joe the Poet said, shout out to that girl I am. Keep killing homegirl.
Shit.
It was lit opening up for you on your birthday.
Oh, thank you so much for coming, man. Thank you.
Shout out to Joe the Poet. Shout out to everybody. Guys, if you got questions, have questions for Lopez, not anybody else, okay? Please. Questions for Lopez, all right? That's my guest tonight. So anyways, let's get on with this real quick. 'Cause I know you're a busy woman. You're planning your tour. You got performances to plan. You got to make music, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to say you've been through the most hate and negativity I've ever seen in an artist go through, man. Okay, why do you think that is?
Um, because I'm intimidating for one, and because I'm not shaped like a pretty little box that they would want me to be shaped like. I'm everything that they hate, but they love it, and so they're just like, how? Against all the odds, against all the boxes that she doesn't check, yet she is still here making a name for herself, paving the way for herself and for anyone that looks like her and for any mothers and for any daughters and all of that. You feel me? Like my purpose is so much bigger than me. And that's why they hate it because they don't understand it. And when people don't understand stuff, they hate on it. And it's not until I make them believers, it's not until they actually give me a chance and listen to me instead of worrying about what I look like. It's not until then that they've, you know, oh shit, I should be listening to this. I've recently had a supporter who wasn't. He was talking mad shit in the comments, and I told him something. I don't really go in on the people that say all the hateful shit online. I kill them with kindness sometimes, or I just like, add a little sazon, be like, hell yeah, and and sometimes they talk shit before they even know who I am. They go from one post that they've seen, right, and then they find themselves in my DMs like apologizing and saying, like I'm
Well,
sorry,
really?
like yeah, it's happened a couple times, and I'm just like, ain't no hate, ain't no bad blood. Like thank you, like we're not all perfect, and like I said, I get ultimately it's lack of understanding. People don't understand me. They're like, what? I'm so misunderstood, and when you don't understand something, you tend to hate on it, but then I get a lot of love, and that's what I'm trying to focus on, and I feel like that's why I do go through so much hate because I wear it so well, like I don't sit here and fucking clap
Exactly.
back,
The
and
people they want they
they're
want
so they're like, we're gonna keep fucking poking at this bitch until she breaks, and it's like, well, when that day happens, you let me know. You feel me?
That's
You know?
exactly it. That's exactly it. A lot of these people think they're gonna affect you some way. That they think they're gonna stop the grind, and they don't see the grind slowing down or stopping at all. It pisses them off. And I think,
Yeah, it's
and I
upsetting.
and and I think you're right. I agree with you. It has to do with the looks. You know what I mean? Like, and that's absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean?
But
And that's
that's the
crazy
vain
for
ass world that we live in. You feel me? Like
they.
that's
They
even
want to say
growing up.
they want to see
Yeah.
fake breasts and fake asses. I guess
They
you know
want
what
to
I
see
mean?
fake everything, even fake lyrics. You
Yeah,
feel me? And that's another thing. There's
exactly.
no cap in my
Yeah,
rap. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
So a lot of people hate on that too.
yeah.
So you
but
can't talk
and
about certain shit because you ain't lived it, and then like some people are just playing a part, and I'm just living my life,
yeah,
and I'm doing what I feel like I was called to do.
yeah. Um, and I think too for a lot of people, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, my judgment was clouded. Not you as a person, never, but you as an artist, right? I was clouded by what I saw online and the first impressions when you had the whole dope house SPM tobacco, right? And I
Correct,
kind of let
correct.
and we'll get into that a little bit later, but I kind of let that cloud my judgment a little bit. And it wasn't until like I said, went down the rabbit hole. I watched your interviews, I listened to your music, and I learned. And that's what people got to do. They see, and not that I ever was personally against you or anything, but I had like an idea about you that was not so positive. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it wasn't like that. I like didn't like have any hate towards you or anger towards you whatsoever. Is that I had this what people were painting a picture for me, right?
Correct.
So I
And
think a lot
that's
of people
that's
do
what they're
that.
good at. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh, and I completely get it. And
yeah,
and to this day I'm still, dealing with people who don't necessarily know what happened, and they're still speaking on it, even though there's whole interviews, me explaining everything,
yes,
and they still are acting like they don't know, and maybe they don't know. Maybe they're misinformed, or maybe they've chosen
yeah,
their side and they really don't care about the truth. You know what I mean?
yes, yes. I think lots of people are starting to open their eyes though. I think they're starting to wake up. I
Yeah.
saw a lot of negativity in your comments and a lot of stuff, but I'm starting to see more and more positive comments. I'm starting to see a lot of
Yeah.
shares and
I see a
more,
lot of
more
the negativity is on Facebook, which is hilarious because, like, I don't even be on my Facebook like that, and so, like, then next thing I know, there's another picture and another picture and there's another this, and I'm like, it's like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, y'all keeping my Facebook alive without me even having to worry about it with all the hate, and then here comes the love, like, nah, you ain't finna say that. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
And so I'm
yeah,
just like, that's one of my big superpowers is I just don't look at half of it. It's like
yeah,
what they're saying, all the shit that they know how to say, all the simple ass insults they know how to say. It's like, oh, she's fat, she's this, she stinks, she's dirty, she's all this shit, and I'm just like, bro, you've never even been in my vicinity to
yeah.
smell my sobacos. You don't know, like, cause they're like, oh, she stinks before and during the show. Bitch, what show have you been to? So it's like, unless you're
Yeah.
coming and paying to smell me, shut the fuck up. You feel me? Like, I don't care. Like, it's a big I
Yeah,
do not
yeah,
care. And
yeah.
half the times I don't see it because it's like ultimately they needed to put that comment out for themselves so that they could feel good. You feel
So
me? Like they
that's
needed to get
facts.
that shit out. Like they're just like, oh, fuck that bitch. Like they're just so mad about it that they had to let it out. And I'm
That's
just like, you feel better, babe? Do you feel better? Feel good?
what's funny how I what I when I when because I never make I have podcasts where I go live sometimes and I just speak about different artists and stuff like that. And I didn't do that on you, but like I was having that every time I'm looking at learning about a new artist, I have that mindset. You know what I mean? What information can I gather from this person to put out to the people, right? And
Right.
the information, and then I love your reactions to that. I love your reactions to that Andrew Acuna guy that makes sketches,
Yeah.
and he made a sketch about you, and you shared it, like you laughed at
Yeah,
it.
I'm like, bro, we finna put this shit on a shirt, right? Like, you wanna go, what you wanna do, Andrew? You wanna go 50-50? Like, what's up? Like, don't
Yeah,
play with me. I'm a
that's
hustler. It's a
yeah,
hustler's playground. I'm a hustler. And they will buy
yeah,
that shit up. You feel me? They will love
yeah,
that shirt. They'll be like, who the fuck is that? I
yeah,
am Lopez. And then they're gonna see me and they're gonna be like, damn, like they did her dirty, dog. She don't even look like that. You feel me? Like it's just
yeah,
but it's funny to me. It's funny to me. Like that's
yeah.
how he expresses
That's what
himself.
you gotta
I
do. You gotta
talk
laugh at
shit.
it, cause
I talk shit in my raps. I talk shit in what I do. I talk shit for a living. You feel me?
yeah,
And he draws his shit for a living. People do what they do. You get what I'm saying? That's their form of art, whatever. That's what they know how to do. So do it, boo. And
yeah,
and if you gonna do it, do it. Step with it.
yeah,
Don't half ass. You feel me? And that's
yeah.
why every time I'm like, damn, he another one today, bro. That's 3 in 3 days. Like homie is obsessed. I love it. Like You
Hey,
know?
yeah, because I've received some hate too, being a podcaster, right? And I'm right now, I'm up and coming. A lot of my interviews are they're starting to go up, and I've been seeing that side. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he actually did a sketch of me, and when I did the interview with Juan Gotti,
Oh
and
yeah, well yeah, because
I did the same thing.
that's
I
the
laughed.
topic, right?
Yeah,
Juan Gotti, Filero,
yeah,
Low Hustle, Lopez,
yeah,
conspiring against.
yeah.
Yeah, and Lefty Gunplay. And it's like, bruh, please. Like, for people to think that, I'm like, damn, like, y'all really just be on the couch. Like, what's going on? What are they doing? What are they? It just so happens that, you feel me? It all happened when it needed to happen. Everything is in divine timing. I stood up and people were like, fuck yeah. Because I've been, you know what, woo, woo, woo. Different things happen the way they happen. And it just so happened to correlate in the same timeline. Conspiracy is a stretch, you feel me? But I would say that, God was definitely working in our favor with that. You feel me?
Facts.
Because ultimately everything that is done in the dark comes to light, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing that's not the truth. I'm not saying nothing that is so outrageous that people didn't already know. I was the one just finding out. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's just I've been able to separate myself, from that entity, from that situation in a very, I think, like, easy way for me, because it's like nothing was stopped. I'm on tour. I'm blessed by the best, and that's what the proof is in the pudding. If I was out here being malicious, if I was out here with malicious intent and trying to conspire against people and do that, you think I would be so blessed? Do you think the Lord would keep opening up doors for me the way He does? No, because that, like, I don't speak on God and I'm being blessed just to speak on it and just to, like, swindle my supporters or my people the way some people use God. I'm speaking it because I'm living it. I'm blessed by the best. He is taking care of me and my team and everything that we've gone through all of the hurdles, through all of the bullshit. A lot of people think it's like they have no idea how hard the devil works when you're right there. You feel me?
Mm,
So
yeah.
so I just said that to say this. The proof is in the pudding. I am not what is it? Unethical. What was said about me that I was unethical, that I was stealing my album. I am none of those things. You feel me? And the people that want to hear the truth and that want to be receptive of the truth will understand that when they hear me speak. I don't need to edit my videos, and I don't need to, read from a script, because it's the truth. So that's that. You feel me? And, like, I really want the people to know, like, it's all love over here, and I'm
Yeah.
not antagonizing, and I'm minding my business. Okay, the business
Man,
that pays me, baby. You feel me?
facts. So you you came. I heard a lot about you going to like a contest and like shutting down. Get like you're like winning first place and like what were they freestyle contests or
No,
like
okay,
performance contests?
so that's how I started, like, rapping in the underground, Houston underground. I started with she goes by Byx Breezy. Hustock is her brand. She's the first one that gave me a shot, and I would do, excuse me, I would do competitions and I would win. I was winning first place because I was performing my ass off. I was doing what I do now, and just now I'm just better. Now I'm, a little more seasoned. But the most recent contest was also huge stock. Like, we've just kind of grown. It's a blessing to see how her brand has grown and I've grown. And we were doing it's called Enforce the Support is the show that she throws, and it's like a competition. It's like best performance, best crowd participation, best song, whatever, and there's prizes for all of these, and so I'm always going home with something, you feel me, if not, two or three of the prizes. But she's fair, and sometimes when Tilo is around, he'll take a prize and then I'll take a prize. That's the guy that's on that song Deadly.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah,
cool.
and so that's like me and Tilo have been head to head in contests, before.
Okay, so
And
he's from Houston too.
yes, he's
Okay,
super
okay.
talented, super a great performer. He's super dope. Shout out Tilo. But yeah, so I've been killing shit. I've been, like, I'm a competitive person. I used to. show pigs in school. I used to, be in, shit like that. I'm very competitive, and so that's
Hold
what
on, real
this
quick.
is.
Hey, so I saw that in the interview. You used to be do the where you used to show the pigs off, right?
Uh huh.
Did you used to make those faces that like those viral clips of that white girl?
Oh yeah, or you're just
You used
looking
to,
at the judge like,
yeah, you used to do that shit.
hell yeah, you stare that motherfucker down in his soul, bro. You're like, look at me and my pig, bitch. Don't play with me. I'm in your shit. Look at this. You know you want this. You know you want this pig, and look at me. I'm staring you down, and you like that.
That's
And the
dope.
judge is just like, okay, I see you. Like, it's very intense. People think it's cualquier cosa. It's not. People think it's just any. No, bro, you're crouched down for a
Yeah.
long time,
No.
like,
Yeah.
in like in like a 90 position with
Yeah.
a like with a brush, right? Because just in case the pig shits, you gotta wipe that shit off because
Oh,
the
really?
pig,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because they don't like shitty pigs. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know you don't like farm animals that shit. You feel me? But like I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's a crazy experience. But yeah, super competitive. Like
Yeah.
I love
That's
it. I was
that's
super intense with it. I was in there shit. My pigs would they walk with that chin up, boy. Don't play with her.
bro. That's cool as hell. I like that, man. That's fun. So like you said you kind of started rapping around 2019, right?
Yeah,
2018,
professionally, like out and like yeah, like doing contests and shit. Yeah,
and then you had a baby back to back in 2020 and 2021, right?
I had her in 2020, and then I had another one in 2023. So not
2023.
back to back, but
Okay.
so basically, 2020 happened, but COVID happened at that same time. So it was kind of like I really didn't miss nothing, because everything kind of just stopped. So
Yeah.
I had my baby April 2021. I come back out. I'm doing a show. What was it? It was a Cinco de Mayo show. Okay. And so that's like my first show coming back out. And then since April of 2021, I was going hard. Boom, boom. And then I get pregnant end of 2022. Right. And I'm like, well, I'm not stopping this time. Because last time I stopped. And this time I was like, I'm not stopping this time. So I ran my career up until I was like 8 months pregnant. You couldn't really tell that I was pregnant all that time. And
Wow.
so I was working, and that's why there's like pictures of me, or when the Andrew Acunas and all them motherfuckers found the pictures of me. It was like June 27th because that was my due date. I thought I was gonna have a screw baby. I was like, oh my god, I was lit. No, her little ass did not come out till I was like 42 weeks. It was unacceptable.
Oh
Anyway,
damn.
point is, I went out to the day, right? Because we were right there at City Hall and we were celebrating Screw Day, and like that's what I wore. I wore this like top and like I just had my belly out because I was super hella pregnant. I was over it. It was hot as fuck, you know. And then I ended up doing like a freestyle at the Exotic Pop thing because they had like these badass like murals and like paintings of these people, and so like I just did a freestyle in there, and so that went kind of viral on TikTok. But yeah, so I worked up until, which is crazy, full circle, right? Tilo, the guy I was telling you about, we were
Mhm.
supposed to have a show July 8th, right? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I said, but I'm gonna try to make it. Mind you, I'm super pregnant, but I was still doing shows. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, we rapping, whatever. The baby come out on the stage, fuck it, No, I'm just kidding. But like literally, I get my outfit set up, okay?
Uh,
I set my outfit up because I'm like, okay, we're still not in labor. We're gonna make it. Fuck it. We're gonna go to the show. I told T Law, I said, hey, we're gonna do our song Deadly, I'll be there because he was gonna perform at the White Oak Music Hall, I believe it is here in Houston. So it's a big venue, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it, dog. Like I want to. So I put my outfit out. Okay, within 30 minutes, I start getting contractions.
oh
Okay.
shit.
And my baby was born July 8th, the day of
Oh
the show,
oh damn. That's
2023.
wild.
And so I told Tilo, like, straight up, like, I ain't gonna make it. Like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm having a baby. It was so crazy. Like, it was so insane, because I'm
That's
like, I
wild.
literally worked until, like, like, I didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I was resilient. I was terca. I was stubborn. I was like, no, I will not be denied. And I know for a fact that working all that time, it gave me more time, yak, when I had the baby, So, like, I was able to chill for a little bit, be with my baby and all that. But then right back on it, boom, vámonos. You feel me?
Yeah. Hell
Cause,
yeah.
cause I got plenty girls, so it's like I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Let's go. You
Yeah.
feel
Yeah. Fact.
me? Like
So I mean, it must be.
postpartum real quick. Let's get and that's what I'm saying is a lot of people don't
Yeah.
know. I'm still in my postpartum. Y'all sitting here talking shit about, my weight and
Wow.
all this shit. I just had a baby. Some of y'all bitches look like this and y'all ain't got no kids. What is wrong? Like, please leave me alone. You know? It's
Facts.
like, and I haven't even started, but I'm losing the weight obviously because naturally when you're in motion, like that's
Yeah.
like me being on
Yeah. Yeah.
tour, me being here and being there, just not being at home. When you're supposed to rest, obviously any of that difference,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna lose weight, and so I have
Lopez,
been.
not 99% of those people talking shit that they don't have a profile pic for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't even like to take pictures of yourself, and you're talking about me. You're talking about me, but
Facts.
you don't take pictures of yourself. Okay, I'm gonna
Before I
leave
get
you
to my
alone.
next question, some people want to ask questions on in the YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
So, Clarissa Turcios asks, can she rap over some boom bap beats?
I think I have before.
Yeah, you like boom bap?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I have actually this song that I wrote. It's I don't know if y'all know who Immortal Technique is.
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, it gives kind of that vibe, and it's very much like La Mala versus Lopez. Like it's very much a conversation between the two of these bitches that constantly are fighting. You feel me? Because
Oh,
it's
that's
like
dope.
it's like, oh, Lopez, no, we can't do that, and La Mala's like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Let's do it.
dope.
You feel
That's
me?
some guilty, like the guilty conscience type shit.
Yes, completely. Like, oh, I can't wait to share that one with you guys either. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like I got a lot of shit coming, but we are being strategic.
There you go. Yeah, of course. Another question from Two Real Visions from YouTube. What's a feature you dream of doing?
Oh, well, I dreamt of doing this feature before she passed away, but it was Jenny Rivera. I love me a Jenny Rivera. Like, I just love her. And I feel like it would have been just like the coolest, like,
Damn,
Thea
that'd be
type
crazy.
song. We would have made the fucking dopest ass Tia anthem and Latin, like just the mom Tia anthem, just the
Yeah,
chacatosas. Because a lot of people don't know I can sing my ass off. But of course, this song that's coming, on the 4th, they're gonna see. They're gonna finally be like, oh, Lopez can sing. Like,
hell yeah,
yes. And it's like, I myself used to doubt my singing abilities, but I knew I could fucking rap. I was like, bitch, I can rap.
yeah,
But like now I'm coming more into that singing phase and I'm being more trusting with my voice and my melodies and really just like letting the beat speak to me, letting the music speak
yeah.
to me. And that's kind of what Lagrimas was. It was a very heartfelt thing. Like,
Mhm.
it was just like, oh my God, like, I don't know, I'm ready for that bitch to drop.
Fact. I mean, and here's some of your music. I could tell that you could sing because every now and then you sing a little bit, and you're
Yeah,
a bar
I
here, a bar
sing
there.
it. But it's like I can hang with the best of them. It's like
That's
there's
wild.
like I love to karaoke. It's like last night. Matter of fact, in Paz Descanse, Miss Selena. R.I.P. to the great. Yesterday was her anniversary, and
And
uh,
Yolanda got denied parole, bro.
denied. Everybody's getting denied parole. Everybody all year is getting denied parole. Period. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're supposed to be in there, you're supposed to be in there, bro. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, god damn, you did that. Anyway, but I was
Been
just singing.
a
I
hell of a
was
year for parole board.
right. They're like, fuck all of y'all. Everybody's getting denied. Fuck all of y'all. No, but I was just singing. I was live on TikTok singing because this place that I be chilling at on Mondays, she put the Selena mix on, and we was just in that whole jammy, you know. And I know all of Selena's shit, like, like I could low key probably do a tribute to Selena if I wanted to, but there's plenty of women out there that do a great job at that, so I'm gonna let them have it.
Yeah, my wife, she's in love with Selena, so anything Selena,
Oh,
she'll love.
you feel me? Like I've wanted to. remake or sample something and incorporate it into my music, but I want it to be right. I want it to be right,
Yeah.
and I don't want it to be some half-ass shit where it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna sample
And you,
her, if I'm going to
yeah,
call upon the queen
yeah,
herself, I
yeah.
want it to be right, so
And yeah, and
I
plus
want.
you gotta clear it with her dad. You know how he
Oh,
is.
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
He's
So
strict
that's what
about
I'm
all that.
saying. It's like there's levels to this
Gotta be,
shit.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
There's levels to this shit, and we climbing.
Hell
So
yeah.
eventually I'll
Facts.
be able to have that conversation. You know.
Facts. Facts. That's for sure. Um, Terp said, "Shout out to Terp, man. He's my number one YouTube fan, man." He said, "People that have the looks today are the fakest of them all."
A period. Let the man preach.
Shout out to Terps, man. Always speaking facts.
Because why? Because they're so insecure inside that they have to buy everything, right? Because it's on them, not in them. So it hurts. And the only way, like, they can't even face themselves in the mirror, right? They got to be fake because the person that they really are, they don't like. So they're
Mm,
like, if I make it flashy, people won't worry about how shitty of a person I am. If I got fucking diamonds, diamond teeth and this, that, and huge titties and a fat ass, they're not going to worry about all that because they're distracted.
yeah,
You feel me?
facts. So, I seen that you used to travel a lot all over the country because your grandfather was a minister.
Yes.
So you grew up in the church, and I grew up in the church as well. My grandfather was the bishop for the Apostolic Church here in Texas.
Oh, so what is that? What is that? Because my
Apostolica,
grandpa was
Apostolica is like a branch of the Pentecostals.
Pentecostal. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
thought. Hey,
yeah.
they strict. Like,
Pentecostals are, but
yeah,
the apostolics are
different,
a little
different. Okay, because
more
like I
chill.
know my grandfather and the Church of Christ that we were at the time, like they were strict.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
it was
Did
very
did
like,
did the females have the worst skirts?
of course, like
Yeah.
what and fondos.
Yeah.
If you know what a fondo is, can I, man? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get an amen? I'm telling you, like Lopez had to, like, back in the day. I did. My grandma was like, "What pants?"
Yeah.
My grandma would be like, "Tienes el triángulo de fuera," and I'm like, "Y'all don't understand,
Yeah. That's how my
like,
my church
the
the same thing.
trauma." It was
Yeah.
like so long. So I didn't really wear pants because I was scared. I thought it was a problem. You know what I mean? And so I would wear fondos and I would wear the skirts and I would wear the dresses because really my grandma would buy me my clothes. Like, I used to get fucking made fun of at school because my grandma would give me like the off polo brand and I didn't fucking know. Like, I'm just at school with my USAP whatever, USPA whatever the fuck, not knowing that it's fake as fuck. But hey, I ain't cold, bitch. I'm out here with y'all. What's up? Yeah, fuck. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of, like, my grandparents were very strict. So um I wore what they would get me until I started making my own money, right? So, like, that's why I think that had a lot to do with why I was a hustler too, because I was like, man, I want my own money so I can get my own shit, you know.
Mm,
And
mm.
so I would travel Mexico, and when we go to Mexico, I'd re up on the candy, and I'd come back and sell it, you know. So, like, when I started making my own money, that's when I started, buying into my own stuff, and I still, like, had issues, but like once I was 16, working full time and chucking to me shit.
And you're making money since you were 14 when you used to work at that Chinese spot.
Yes, yes, they're my dogs, Miss Linda and Mr. Wayne.
That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Miss Linda and Mr. Wayne. I love them. Oh my God, they were some of the realest motherfuckers I ever knew, dog. Like, they used to hook it up for my family all the time because we would go in there and we'd take the whole wall. We'd take the whole wall, bro. Like, we go in there after church, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the whole side of the restaurant is taken by the Lopez family, and then she's just like, it's me. I am the only server in this restaurant. So I would get up and serve my thirsty ass family, more tea because everybody would drink tea, and Miss Linda be running around crazy, and so I would help her, and then that's how it grew into, she's like, oh, this girl actually works good. She's not spilling the tea. She's not in my way. She's making sure I get paid. She's helping me take the food. Like, so she kind of seen me like, oh, okay. And so that's when she decided to hire me. And shit, I was making money under the table. Like, what's that?
That's dope, man. That's dope as fuck, man. So why hip hop?
Ah, because okay, so growing up, there was no hip hop at first, right? When I was little, like it was just like country, old school country, and Mexican regional music. Like all the greats, and we wouldn't even really listen to Los Rieleros because El Columpio was too like, you know, it was too much. He's like, you're talking about you want them to die or whatever. I'm like, Grandpa, just listen to the song, dog. Just it's a great song. Like he was hurt when he wrote the song, you know. But when I found out what hip hop was, I was like sneaking that shit. I had to sneak listen to it. So it was like my guilty pleasure.
Who was it? Who were you? Who was it?
Okay, so first it started, man, I gotta, like, it started in Spanish. So reggaeton was what I started listening to first, and then it became Eminem. It became,
Let's go, Eminem.
yes, it became,
Eminem's my top three.
I love Eminem, okay? I love how just crazy, like, that motherfucker don't give a
You
fuck.
know, I can always tell by listening to a rapper if Eminem has been some type of influence. I could tell, and I knew
Yes.
you were gonna say that. Well, I knew that because
Oh,
I knew you were gonna say
yeah,
Eminem because
but
I've seen your interviews.
but
But
D12, like him and D12, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
talking about D12, like we finna lock it in with Bizarre when we go to Detroit. Like you
Ooh,
feel me? These
bro,
chicks
you
don't
knew
even know
fucking
the
Jack,
name of my
bro,
band. Like stop, please stop. Y'all bitches did not listen to
bro.
music. You feel
You
me?
do a fucking track with Bizarre, and it's fucking game over, bro. That's gonna be
Bro, I'm
fucking
I'm
insane.
telling you the it's we're scratching the surface, Levi. We're
Tell them about a new partnership.
just scratching. You feel me? But yes, Eminem, Zero. I would listen to him a lot. I loved how I
Yeah,
hate you, bitch, and I didn't even
yeah.
have no bitch to hate, but I hate you, bitch.
Hey,
You feel me?
but speaking of zero, tell them
Facts.
about the new partnership.
Oh, well, speaking of Zero, I'm actually being partners now with Big Head, which is Zero's manager, Slim Thug's manager, Baby Bash's manager. I'm being co-managed with Mo Hustle is like spearheading that with Big Head now, and it's like
Oh wow.
it's huge. It's huge. But it's like I like to let my managers work. You feel me? I'm not over here showboating and talking and Chevy, no, because it's business at the end of the day, and I'm proving them as well. I'm proving my loyalty, and I'm showing what it is. We are working together. This is why this works. You feel me? And this is why over here it's gonna work. Because a lot of the times I understand it's hard to manage a female artist. People do not talk about that because like
Really?
let's keep it. Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it from multiple managers, and I don't know if it's maybe just the males feel that way or what, but I do know maybe there's always some sort of entitlement sometimes when it comes to women, and they're just kind of like, you know, I'm that bitch. My shit don't stink. I'm gonna, run it the way I need to run it. You're on my time, da 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 da. But the way I was raised was always in a very like servant like, and not like, I don't want you to think like a su servidor, basically, not like in a bad way. Like basically it's always like I'm always thinking about the other person as well. Like it's not just my show. You feel me? And so I take into account my managers, ideas and words, and then also my co-managers. I'm in. I take into consideration all of that because I want to be as professional. I want to be as productive, and I don't want it to be, oh, she's just some like emotional ass female that, it's bad business because she can't get it together. You feel me? Because, like,
Mm.
to an extent, like, women go through different things that guys don't have to deal with,
Fact.
and that's what I'm saying. It is so much harder. It's so much harder. But that's why that reward, that's why that respect that I get from my peers and from people that I work with is so valuable because I do, like, I work my ass off so that way we can work our ass off, and I know that I'm the standard, and I need to make sure I show up and I do what I got to do. It's like, on the way here, Mo's like, "Hey, where you at?" And I was like, "I'm pulling in." Don't worry, I'm here. You feel me? Like, it's money on the table. I'm at the table. You feel?
do,
So,
do, do you ever get Mo Hustle mini heart attacks?
oh yeah, because I be taking off sometimes. Like, I be like, oh, gotta go. Like, I'm not used to people, being like accountable for my whereabouts and shit, right? So sometimes I gotta go. I'll go to the restroom or I'll do or whatever. I just don't think like, oh shit, I probably should have told somebody where I was going. And then I'm getting a call like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, I'm sorry. And then like it's because I only went to the restroom, but I got stopped by 3 or 4 fans. So it's like now we done took a picture and took a shot and all this, and now I'm having a sidebar conversation over here. I done forgot that I was over there with Mo, and he's like, "Where did you go?"
Hey,
And I'm
do
like,
you have like a form of ADHD? I do the same
I
shit,
do. I think I
bro. I
do.
do
Like
the
I was
same
never.
shit.
I think I do have some form of ADHD, hyper, deficit, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't like to label the things, but I do know that I'm a great multitasker. But it's also like, it's like
Yeah,
squirrel. Okay,
yeah.
back at
Uh,
it again. But that's why I freestyle so well too, because it's like, boom,
mm,
my mind is just processes shit quick. It's just
mm,
like you know.
yeah, nice. Have you ever thought about being a battle rapper?
I have thought about it because I see this one Mexican chick that be going viral, right? She's got this squeaky ass voice, but she be talking shit. Like
Oh, who you
I
talking
swear,
about? I'm
I
a
don't
big battle
know her
rap fan.
name. I don't know her name, but this isn't
Oh,
like Mexico, I think. And she be having like them
oh,
trenzas, and maybe I think she has braces, but she has trenzas and braces, and she be like going in. But see, it's in Spanish, right? So you
okay. I
don't
gotta
speak
look her
Spanish
up.
like that. So
Okay.
she be going in Spanish,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like, I'm like, ugh, because like I'm not as good in Spanish. I would say like my first language definitely is English, even though I'm fluent. But like
Yeah.
I freestyle way better in English than I do in Spanish. But I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to work on that Spanish. So I've been watching Homegirl, and like she got bars, but that voice, dog, her little squeaky ass voice, like it's just like it. Like if she had some more to it, the game
Yeah.
would be hers completely. The game would be
Yeah.
completely.
See,
You know what I mean?
that's what's dope about battle rap is that some people who don't have that like stage presence or who don't have that vocal projection, their
Right.
bars speak for themselves. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they'll react to the bars.
like I've always wanted to. I've wanted to go like toe to toe with
I
someone because I like like there's roast battles, right?
Yeah.
And so I usually would, I could go in on a motherfucker because they always got something to say about my weight. So what's up, baby? I've been learning comeback since I was 8. What's up?
Let's go.
Let's go. You feel me? I've been talking shit since I was 8 because, bitch, I was a big 8-year-old. Like, what's up? Like, y'all see my daughter now. Well, if you do, if you don't, but like my daughter is what I like. She's the splitting image of me and she's 9. Like, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's only 9, and I'm like, this was me. They were always saying, oh my gosh, she's such a big 9-year-old, but it's like. I'm strong, bitch. I'm a strong one. Like my child be trying to pick me up. I'm like, chill, okay? But yeah, man. Like I've always wanted to go and like talk shit to someone, like battle rap, like the wild and out shit, the way they be going back and forth. I would love to try that because there's never
Bro,
been anybody with the balls enough to do it actually. To be like, all right, Lopez, let's fucking battle rap, bitch. And I'm gonna talk
yeah,
about what you got on, and I'm gonna talk about your toes, and I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna talk about,
yeah,
because the egos are so fragile right now. Everybody's so like,
yeah.
you know,
See, that's
they
what's
don't
dope about battle rap. That's what's dope about
exactly.
battle rap. If you get into the battle rap leagues, the battle like professional battle rappers, they
Yeah,
all ego. They don't give a shit about it, man. The
right.
like you can talk about
Anything,
anything,
nothing is
bro, and
off
they're gonna
limits.
shake your hand at the end
Nothing
of
is
the
off
battle.
limits. Yeah, yeah, because that's the point, right? It's like you're processing information and notes, and you're being witty, and you're
Yeah,
regurgitating it back, and you're showing your ass like this is why
yeah,
I am better than you, bitch. Because I'm talking
yeah,
about your fucking shoes, and I'm talking
yeah.
about the type of shit you got on, and I'm tying it back to 1965, and I'm still putting that shit back on, and you're just like, damn, that was nice. That was nice. I like that.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I personally think that you'd be a great battle rapper. Like I think you shut shit down. Like your
Yeah.
energy. You know, I've
Yeah.
never seen you perform live, but from like videos and from artists. And because I'm from West Texas, I'm from Midland, Texas to be exact.
Midland.
And
Okay, I got family out there.
okay, okay. I know artists that have seen you perform, and I've seen video clips, and I've heard that you're have an amazing stage presence.
Thank
What
you.
do you think
Yeah,
that?
it's like a click that I get, like when they hand me that mic and I'm like, chick, 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 bitch, it's showtime. It's like it's just like that is one of the main things I did fall in love with about this career is the performing, because it's like a dance and you don't know how it can go. You can plan the whole way, but anything can happen. You feel me? And you're gonna give that show, and that show's never gonna be the same show. It's like because it's always different, especially if you're doing it live. Now, if you're just a cookie cutter bitch, and you're up there singing over your lyrics and shaking your ass, well, then yeah, you're gonna do the same set 50 fucking times, bitch.
Yeah.
But if you're a performer like Lopez, then no, you're not gonna get the same shit, because sometimes I'll change out the fucking name of where I'm at, oh, I'm over here, whatever. I'll go a cappella, I'll shoot another a cappella, I'll do some different little dance, I'll get inspired, and, because I'm feeding off the crowd. We're dancing together,
Nice.
and so it's different every time, and that's why people are thoroughly entertained because I want to entertain you to where you're gonna remember this. You're gonna remember, oh, I remember how Lopez made me feel. Like, I was seeing this bitch and like my face was stuck. And a lot of the times people like to talk about my crowd, right? They're like, oh, everybody was dead. No, everybody was stunned. There's a difference. You feel me? There is
Facts.
a difference because what they don't see often is the end when everybody's going crazy and screaming, yeah, when they done
Yeah.
came to and they're like, yes, this is real life. Yes, this bitch is in front of us. Yes, she's really rapping like this. Yes,
Yeah.
she don't breathe. Like it's a lot to take in. I understand my energy is huge, right? So if you've never seen me before and I'm sitting here, you're like, and like a deer in headlights. You're like, hold on, what? You know?
Hell yeah.
And so a lot of times they want to be like, oh, they're not fucking with her. No, baby, I just made real fans because I stunned them in where they stood. And they're just like, yo. And then you see me later and you come up to me and I hug you and I embrace you and I thank you. And you're just like, damn, this bitch is fucking cool as fuck, dog. Like she, and that's why I always make sure to walk around afterwards because I want people to know I'm approachable. I know that my lyrics are crazy and I know that my energy is wild, but I'm a lover bitch. You feel me? Like I want you to come up and tell me, hey man, you made me feel good, or hey man, like hey Lopez, like I felt that on a different level. Like those things are important because all those interactions mean something to me. Other people want to just have the Hollywood lifestyle or the oh get off stage y ya nos fuimos. I'm
Yeah.
still at the point where it's like I want to embrace my people. I do know, and I have had some instances where it's like there are security reasons, and that's why people don't probably walk around anymore. Because it does start to get crazy after a while, or once you level up. But it's like I still want to give my people, my supporters, the chance. I still want to fucking be in the shit, like the way fucking Michael Jackson was, the way Mark Anthony was. These motherfuckers was in the shit, in these pueblitos, in these towns, recording these videos, and they got everybody around them, bro. All this love. Everybody came together for this one artist. You feel me? It's like that's the true power that artists have. A lot of people misuse it, but bringing people together is what our power is. Like one of them, at least. We're all there in the same arena, in the same location to hear this music, to embrace this artist, to fucking feel something together. Like you can see shit on TV all day, but when you go to a concert, you're like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, like you're going crazy because it's the energy. That's what
Mhm.
people pay millions, I mean, thousands of dollars for these tickets to be in front, right there in front, so they can get sweated on because they're like, I just want to feel it,
Yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
literally,
That's the real shit right
like,
there.
and it's like, we just gotta, as artists, make people feel shit. And I feel like that's one of the main things that I want to do and that I try my best to do, as Lopez.
Yeah. Oh, I want to say some mention some comments real quick. Paycheck. I always do that. Pacino paycheck.
Hey, what it do, Odie?
That's my boy, man. He's from Midland. He's from where I'm at.
Midland, is that who you was talking about? Yeah. And my
Pacino paycheck.
dad,
That's my boy, man. He said he
I
shouted
think we
that
have
out.
a song. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what happened with that.
I'm sure we will eventually get a collab with that Mexican OT.
Oh
Dancing
yes,
Clarissa. You
yeah.
think that's gonna
Everybody
happen?
wants it. Everybody wants it. They
It
do
needs to
want it,
happen, bro. I
and
really don't understand how it's not happened yet. Really.
well, listen. I will tell you this. Like I said, I'm a true believer in divine timing, and I feel like once that song does happen, we're gonna be so seasoned that the steak is gonna be ate. You feel me?
Let's
Like
go.
we're gonna give motherfuckers a song for the rest of the time, for the rest of time, for the rest everything. You're gonna be like, there
Yeah.
was just two Mexicans, dog, on one song, bro. Back in
Yeah.
2025, 2026. Like it's gonna be legendary.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're stuff like that because it is highly anticipated, and I think would be a very impactful collaboration.
Right.
It does need to take time to happen
Yeah.
because if y'all rush something a project like that, is
No, and
yeah,
that's
I
my
mean
thing is it
you're
may
right.
be a project. It may be, it may not be just a song because
Yeah,
it's because like we're both so different but similar, and it's like our perspectives are different, our lives are different. Everything is, like I was on the same fucking stages that he was, but what I sat down and I had my baby.
yeah,
Feel me? So he knows who Lopez is. I just know he's on. He loves Lopez. He's a
yeah.
fan. He's an,
Didn't he
like
comment on one of your videos?
yeah, like he did me a whole shout out. He was just
A whole
like
shout
Lopez
out,
is
right? Yeah, I saw
Lopez
that.
the hottest Texas rapper coming out with that female
Yeah,
pride, like something like that. I think he said something like that. But that's what I'm saying. I seen him the other day at his mud show over there in fucking what was it? Crosby. Yeah, we were in Crosby, and he's just like, hey, baby, like he knows me, he loves me, he embraces me, but I know what it is right now. You feel me? Like he's in
yeah,
that race, I'm in that race. It's just different, but it's got to make sense, and we want to be in a place where we can be like, I want us to eat off this shit for the rest of our lives,
there
so
you
it's
go.
got to make sense. You
Make
feel
something
me?
that's gonna be timeless.
Exactly, and it's got to make sense, and I don't force anything, I don't rush anything, like I said, I'm a firm believer in that. And so when that happens, we're all gonna be happy, we're all gonna be like, yes, like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just be
hell
what it
yeah.
is.
That'd be a major accomplishment for sure. Shout out to Big Hang Beats. He says, I am Lopez, super dope artist, very underrated. Wish the best.
Thank you so much, babe. Thank you.
Shout out to the drop on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube game. Very heavy tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. He said, I am Lopez is the truth.
Thank you.
Gavino
I
Reyes,
love
my
us. It's
brother
the
from
truth.
another
Can I get
mother.
a refill?
Yes.
You know what? That's good. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna refill too. Hold on.
Okay, bet. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Real quick. Un tato mi gente. Hey, sometimes I'll be thinking about doing like a radio, like I don't know. I just got that voice.
All right. I got a few more questions. Got a few more questions. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let you go.
Okay. Yeah, she gets down. Thank you, Gavino Reyes. Gavino. I ain't seen a name like that, and I don't think ever.
Yeah, Gavino's my brother, man. I grew up with him actually.
I like that. I like that name, Gavino.
His rap name is the Voodoo Child.
The Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's pretty. He's cool. He's all weird and stuff.
love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. Shout out to Gavino, man. Thank you for commenting, my brother. Shout out to Terps. Telling y'all guys, he's my number one YouTube fan, man. Shout out to Terps. He's always showing love.
I like Homegirl's
He's been rocking
energy.
me for a while.
She seems
Says,
like
I
a
like
cool
Homegirl's
person.
energy. She seems like a cool person to kick it with and talk about the past.
Thank you, Terps. You got them Terps. We can talk all night, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Nobody smoke over here.
All right, this I got just a few more questions for you, but
Okay,
they are a little edgier. You know what I mean?
go for it.
Um, okay, thank you so much, and I know they're gonna be tough, and it's all respectfully. Okay. Um, what did you? Oh, first, what did you think about Clever the Nose? This is
Ah! I loved it. I loved him. You didn't see my video today? I reacted to his
yes. That's why I'm
second
asking you
one.
the question because I've seen it. I've
I
seen you
reacted to
vibing.
his second one because if Never Cry never said anything about an I Am Lopez the way he did in one of your interviews, I would have never said anything. I would have left this man alone. But it's like, tit for tat over here. This is what I do. This is my job, okay? And I don't even have to write a diss track because they already wrote it. And all I have to do is react. Because, yes, and if anybody knows what the fuck was going on in that camp, it's Clever. So it's like, you're excused, sir. I told you it was going to sting. You should have left me alone. You know? He could have just been like, but no. And that's okay. Because that's where I'm like, who's really clout chasing? You know? Like, who's... What clout? What are we talking about? You know? So yeah, and that's my and Clever Villanova is I got him in my playlist. Like homie is talented. I like that he
Yeah,
broke his hiatus, whatever, choosing violence. I love it. It's like I want all the smoke, bitch. What's up? You
that's a
feel
very
me?
great way to come back.
You know, and his hiatus had probably something to do with that fucked up ass camp. You feel me? So he feels how he feels. He's in all his rights to feel how he feels. That narrative is not he's not the only one painting that certain narrative. You feel me? Like that narrative has been told a lot around in a lot of camps. A lot of people know about what goes down over there. You know, so it's just like, baby, now you have to respond, but you won't. And we know why. And that's okay, right? Because if anybody
You don't
knows,
think Never Die will respond?
I mean, if he does, he might, but it's kind of like, it's pointless at this point, fam. Like, I feel like you like, if you do respond, like, you better go get that Ghost Rider, dog, and you better spend at least a band on that motherfucker because, to be honest, Clever ate you up, okay? Chewed you up, threw you up, ate it again, you feel me? And then spit it out. Like, I don't, and you know,
What do you
people
think
from this
about?
camp caught strays because they're just as guilty. You feel me? They know what's good. Like they want to say we're good, but they're over there, you know, whoop, 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 doing all. It's like no, you can't have it both ways, and you can't play both sides, bitch. Okay? And if Never Cry chose up, I know you chose up, so that's fine. Do you stay away from me? You feel me? But I like to smoke, and I'm a petty ass bitch. So if there's a huge diss track going around, if this man's putting all the promo in and fucking Texas over here blasting that hole all over the place, I'm gonna respond to it because that's what they want, right? That's the whole point, right? And then he did a great job. Like I feel like when people piss off real rappers, we eat. We get mad and we eat and we're like, That's my thing. That's my thing. If you're gonna call it if you're gonna diss someone, say their name, bitch. Don't be scared. Okay? Right? Like
I
Eminem.
I agree
Right?
with you one
Eminem
thousand percent. I agree
Eminem
with
was
you.
fucking calling motherfuckers out by name, bitch. Okay?
I
And that's
agree
why
with you.
me, anybody that I had to diss, I called them out by name. Because that's how I feel. If you're gonna diss, don't sneak diss, bitch. This is the sport. So, but if your panties are too wound up because they ate you up because you really don't rap like that, and okay, I understand you feel some type of way. But real rappers are gonna name drop. They're gonna diss correctly. They're not gonna sit here and throw subliminals and all these like because there's so much drama going all around in that and I'm just like I'm just home for a month. I'm back on the road on the 19th. I ain't got shit to do with shit, but I'm just here, with the popcorn, bitch. But like, but yeah, but there's a lot of sneak dissing going around, and it's like, bitch, say the name. You feel me? Say the name. Stop being scared. Say the name, ho. You know? It's
I
like,
agree.
that's
I
the
agree. I
sport.
agree.
I mean, that's how I feel. It's the sport. You feel me? Like, if that's what we on, and that's my thing is like, they don't know how to take it to the booth. They get all in their fucking feelings. They get all
Yeah.
emotional. It's like I took it to the booth. When I wrote my diss track, it happened right after what I went through, and I wrote it right then. It just didn't come out till later because there was a lot of things that happened in between with, other things that happened, and then just it's just like people say, oh, it took her that long to. No, bro, no, no. Like, and that's my thing. That's why Clever had a back to back, because he's like, I'm on that ass, bitch. Like I'm on that
What,
ass.
what,
Like that's my
how do you
thing.
feel about him? How do you feel about Clever attacking G Love though? Why G Love?
Probably because he knows what's good over there. You know what I mean? He knows what's good over there. Like he, like I feel like when you know someone's character and you're able to speak on someone like that, it's because you know how they move, how they act, how they use people, right? Because I that's what's happening right now. All of a sudden, the new wave clique is all involved with Dope House, and it's like, what? But you was over there with Carolyn not too long ago, super confused. Where does the loyalty lie? And that's the point, is it doesn't. There is no loyalty over there. That's why someone that used to fuck with them is coming out and spraying it out, letting it all out, letting everybody know. Like, y'all motherfuckers is not that. But I already knew that. And that's why I tolerate them,
And who
you
are you
know?
talking about that's doing that? Who's doing that?
Clever's spraying them out. Clever's letting
Okay.
them know, airing it out. He's airing it out for everybody that's confused about what might be going on, But that's what I'm saying is like, there's, like the switch up and the oh, now all of a sudden you, over here so fucking much, but you was over there. I'm just like, which is it, you know? And the only reason I have an opinion, my loves, is because y'all had an opinion about Lopez. I'm telling you, I don't fuck with people that don't fuck with me. Leave me alone. You feel me? And homegirl caught strays because she just been had it coming. Like, I just, Pobrecita, she just needs to stop fucking people over. I guess she just needs to stop doing people dirty, and
Who?
people
G
stop.
Love?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because I feel like that's ultimately what it is. Why is the story the same everywhere I go? You're the common denominator, right? Everybody can't be lying.
So, can you fill me in? Who has she done bad business with?
Well, I don't know. I know what I know that happened to me. You feel me? And that's where I'm just like, and we had squashed it, right? And I told her we squashed it at a she basically some shit happened, right? People do fucked up shit when they're drunk. Okay. I slid in to help a bitch. Something happened that I knew she did. I confronted her about it. She had a problem about it. Next thing I know, I'm like, fuck it. I'm better than that. I'm gonna just let it go, you know? And she's like, well, if you say that I did that, I would have never let it go. Well, bitch, I'm not you. So we at this cipher, we're working. Shit gets almost to tussling because because she knows I know what she did. You feel me? And I'm not gonna, because it's
Okay.
old news, but I'm saying it's coming back up as to why the test of character. You feel me? The character has always been real shady, and I don't know if it's the age or what, but I feel like there has to be some sort of growth. And as long as I've been in the industry, I keep hearing the same narrative. I keep hearing the same story, the same, oh, she did this or whatever. And I'm just like, bruh, like at some point you have to realize you're the problem, you know?
Mm.
And I think that a lot of the times people like G Love, Never Die, whatever, they have these full blown conversations about a Lopez, and they will never come public. They will never say this, that, or the third about a Lopez on a podcast the way Lopez will about them, because ultimately what I'm speaking is my truth. You feel me? And what are you gonna say about Lopez? Oh, she checked me that one time. What are you gonna say? What have I done to you? You feel me? Nothing. But I just don't like people that take advantage of other people. You feel me? And right now, I'm not sure who's taking advantage of who with that whole little partnership going on. But um, that's their business. That's their business. It ain't got shit to do with me. I know that I was on the big stage and they was outside. Like, they couldn't even get in. You feel me? I was on the big stage with Baby Bash and y'all got like 3 people watching y'all perform at the Dope House stage. Like, but I'm the one that's wrong, right? But I'm the one that's doing shit wrong though. But I'm the one that's not being ethical. I'm the one that's no. People don't work with bad business. Period. You feel me?
Mm.
Once they get bit one time, they're like, I ain't gonna get bit twice, bitch. So if it's bad business, it's bad business. And the proof is in the pudding, ultimately. The stages have only gotten bigger. The crowds have only gotten bigger. The doors have only gotten bigger. The rooms have only gotten bigger. So it's like, who? Somebody's lying and it ain't Lopez, bitch. Period.
Love it. I love it.
I'm giving you your money's worth, baby. I don't care. These people, don't care about a Lopez, and they got a lot to say about a Lopez, you know. But it's like, had you just been a real ass motherfucker from the get, you know,
Yeah.
it could have been way different. It could have been way different. But there's a huge crabs in a bucket ass mentality in Houston, Texas. And I feel like everywhere, actually, you know, they don't want to ever see you doing better than them. There's always an issue instead of, you know, it's like, and ultimately it's because people are not, they're not true to themselves. They don't know who they are, you know, deep
One
down.
second, Lobe. I'm so sorry to interrupt. We got a lot of people coming in. I need everybody coming in right now to like. Okay, so I don't like it when we got so many viewers. It's not matching the likes. Like this
Yeah,
for the
like it. Don't be
algorithm.
just viewing. Don't be
Yeah.
viewing. Make your presence known. Let us
Like,
know you in this motherfucker.
quit
Don't
sneak
play.
watching, bro. Quit sneak watching, man.
Quit sneak
Hit,
watching. Drop a
hit the
comment
like
if you.
button. Let it be known. We got a lot of people coming in right now. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and
Yeah,
comment
yeah.
below.
Y'all coming in. Oh, it's getting juicy. Nah. But it's because I don't care, bro. Like what I say on here, I will say tomorrow. I will say to their face. I don't care. At the end of the day, I feel how I feel. You have your opinion about me, and I got my opinion about you, baby. And just like you can speak on me, I can speak on you. So just remember that when you put my name in your mouth. That's why I said in my song, I got you, and I got you where I want you. I got, you know, que les queme bien la lengua cuando hablan de la jefa. Okay? And that means that I hope your tongue burns when you're talking about the queen, bitch. When you're talking about the boss. When you're talking about Lopez. Okay? Que les queme bien la lengua cuando hablan de la jefa. Because they know damn well most of the times they just spreading lies, bitch. They just spreading lies, bitch. That's why it
Let's
burns.
go.
That's why they be trying to say something and yeah, bitch, because you're lying. And you're talking shit and you're a hater, and that's okay. Because I'm not above forgiving people, but what you're not gonna do is say we're good and then be over there playing both. No, no, we're not doing that. We're
Yeah.
not doing that.
So you were gonna drop an album through Dope House, right? And then everybody knows by now the story, guys. We don't need to tell it again. Everybody knows. Y'all seen the interviews. I'm sure y'all heard.
And if you haven't, go watch them. Okay,
Go watch them,
thorough,
guys.
very
Okay.
thorough.
But she was gonna drop. You were gonna drop an album to Dope House, but then everything happened, right? With SPM and Dope House, the Dope
Well,
House
no,
camp.
okay, so the
Looking.
album was dropped.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The album was dropped. It got
Correct. It
taken
was never
down by
supposed to
SPM.
go through Dope House. We were
Yeah.
supposed to be working on other shit at Dope House, but then
Okay.
all the shit happened. Yeah.
Okay. I guess so. You say the album was just Dope House affiliated, right? It
Not
was
even. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even. It was recorded at the 311 studio. Dope House never touched the album
oh,
until they tried to steal it. That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody doesn't understand. They're like, oh, no, bro. The album was done, set in stone. I did this shit in February. We are now in what?
so
You know what I mean? Manic.
Manic is
Manic
from.
Media did the album. Manic Media and IAMLopez had an agreement 50-50. He was getting paid
Okay.
already. He was already getting paid because Sambo dropped out the deal, the whatever. So me and Manic did our own deal on a handshake, which obviously don't mean shit these days. But anyway, 50-50. We were already getting our cut. We were already getting paid. Next thing you know,
Gave him the contract.
then that's when Manic or Sambo, whoever, seen that I was working at Dope House and was like, I'm finna hit a lick. Boss. Tried to steal the album. Sell it to Dope House, sell it to SPM, but I was oblivious of the whole thing.
I told him you gave him a contract.
Oh, I did give Manic a contract, but he talked me out of it.
So does Manic usually work for SPM?
No, not exclusively. No, no, never.
Never.
Okay, no. Mo says never. I didn't know. Like I said, I
What?
met Manic through Sambo, and now they're over there with GT Digital. Like that's what I'm saying. If anybody hit the lick, it was them. You feel me?
So
But
so pretty much Sambo was being the middleman between Manic and SPM.
correct. That's what I believe. Yes.
So
And then
really,
he
you think
tried
Sambo
to,
was probably the one to blame?
and he tried to,
They're all to blame.
yeah, they're all to blame, you know. And he tried to buy it out from under me because he didn't ask me.
Yes.
He just told
Yes.
me I'm buying the album, and I was like,
Yes.
what? Mind you, we're already Manic's already getting his payment, And obviously you're not getting your payment all up front right now, but bro, you were getting 50% for the rest of your life, for the rest of my life. You were getting 50, and really he was only supposed to get 50 until I finished paying him off what he was charging me for the album, which was $2,500, not 10,000, not 8,000 that fucking SPM paid them. It was 2,500, right? So me and Manic are going 50-50 for this album, 2,500. Yeah, when he already received all his 2,500, I was supposed to retain everything. But I was willing to give him 50-50 the whole way. Because I already know where I'm going. I already know what we're doing. So I'm like, bro, we finna get paid the whole way. It don't matter. And then you come and try and steal from me without talking to me. So now I own everything.
Okay.
That's what Never Die was probably like, oh, that's where it's unethical. No, he can go in and still claim his part. Manic can
So,
still go in and claim, because I only claimed my part. I only claimed my
But he
50.
already got paid for it, so that's
But
fine.
he
and
did
but
already get paid for
so
it.
where did the $10,000 assessment come from?
I guess that's what they were charging Dope House. Like, because Sambo, before the album dropped, Sambo was trying to fish it to, I guess GT Digital, Dope House, maybe some other distributors. I don't know. They were trying to, sell the out, pitch it, not fish it, pitch it to these people for 10 grand, right? Well, then all that shit happened. SPM's like, I'm not giving you 10 grand, I'll give you 8, right? And they're like, okay, and that's where Manic decides to take everything down without talking to me and sell what would have been only his part. Because mind you, I'm 50% owner of the other part, right? But no, that's not the way they seen it. They were like, no. So I was getting nothing. And so I re-uploaded my shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
And took
gotcha.
ownership.
And basically, yeah, and that's on 111 and took ownership, because basically, and that's why I said I only claimed my part. Manic can still go in there and get all of his shit.
But rightfully, it's not us who
Okay.
got paid for it.
But right, but we don't even, yeah. But that's why I'm like, who's really doing what bad business? Like, what are you talking about right now? It's
Okay.
like, see, yo, if I was really like that, I would have claimed all of it, 100% of it. Which now I realize you did get paid for it, so really, I should get 100% of it.
It is yours,
You
100.
know,
We bossed up and bit him in the ass.
and I feel like
So
SPM wanted that part, my part, and he wanted part of my writers, because according to him, something had to be changed on every song.
do you not believe at all? Because SPM said he was trying to help you out with buying the album, right? Do you believe that he was really
I
trying
feel
to
like
make
I feel like
monetize?
anybody that's trying to help you is transparent with you. And they're not gonna blindside you. They're not gonna not include you. When I tell you I didn't find out about this until my music was already down. It was already off of streaming platforms. It was already probably trying to be re-uploaded. I don't know. But because I snuck in there, because I seen it, and because of the delay of the answer, right? Because everybody waits for SPM's call over there. I had that little window, and that's where I secured my assets, because ultimately that's what they tried to take from me, was my assets. And it's like, I understand that people need to be paid for what they do, but there was an agreement and people were already getting paid. Maybe not as fast as $8,000 that SPM can send you, but you were getting paid. Don't say that Lopez wasn't paying you. You feel me? And I was willing to pay you forever, not just $2,500 like the agreement
Well,
that we made. You feel me?
looking back, do you think it all happened for a reason? Are you happy that you're separated from them now?
Yes, the Lord never misses, baby. And I strongly believe that. And I was in and I was out. And because of my naiveness, I feel I was able to get in and kind of, because I was excited. I was. Like, I've said this before. I was excited to work there because, like, everybody was telling me otherwise. You feel me? But now I'm able to know in my heart I made the right decision. Everything that I've said has only been the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Okay? And I see it. I see it in the way that they treat me, you know? because it's like they can only attack certain things. They can't they can't come for certain things that I've said because they know. That's why they haven't responded, because they know that there's no negation on that. They want to answer to Juan Gotti and pull out these transcripts and all this shit, but
But they lied and then they
but they that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I don't speak from a transcript, and I don't have to edit out and cut out anything because I'm not lying. Whereas like when you're telling a story that you've held for 20 something years, of course, what are we going to do? We're going to paint them as a liar, make them look bad. What I don't understand is how everybody's mad at Gotti because he knew the whole time. But y'all are still not paying attention to the fact that he is telling you this man is a fucking pedophile. And y'all are still like, no, it's Gotti's fault that SPM's a pedophile. Like, what? You feel me? Like,
See,
y'all are sitting here talking about the wrong thing. You're talking about Gotti knowing, but he's telling you. And
but
everybody's like,
yeah,
oh,
of
well,
course,
I don't.
I see, I see. Of course, you're completely right. Let's get down to it. SPM, that means SPM is even more guilty than we thought, right?
Of
But
course.
isn't Juan as just as guilty?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like yes, and Gotti's got to answer to everyone. Whoever is on the lives or whoever is talking to Gotti's got to answer for all of that because he knows the secret that he's held for so long. Half of his family is holding that same secret, and they're gonna have to answer one fucking day. You feel me? And ultimately, Gotti was just tired of holding it. And I'm not gonna crucify Gotti for something that he didn't do. A lot of them over there are worried about their livelihood, so they will never speak out on it. They will never talk about it, even if they were in the same rooms knowing what was going on. They will never
But
speak on it
you won't
because.
crucify Juan Gotti, but should he be held accountable?
But should he? Would you say you won't crucify Gotti? But what? Because
But
it.
should but do you think
Yeah. Well,
what
yeah. He's got
Juan
to be
Gotti said, should he
accountable.
be held accountable for knowing about this and never say nothing before?
I feel like everyone that knew and didn't say anything should be held accountable, because
Okay.
at this point you're enabling the monster.
But if they're gonna
You
if they're
feel
gonna
me?
beat his ass, are they gonna beat everybody's
You
ass?
feel me? But yes, they want to sit here and threaten Gotti and all that. But are you threatening the family? Are you threatening the people that know, that been known from the very beginning? You know, it's like it's a very touchy subject, and it's a very
It is. It
unfortunate
is.
subject.
It is.
But at the end of the day, I've 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 been closer to Gotti because of just working and different things, and I know it was something that he held very heavy on his heart, and he just couldn't anymore. Who the fuck wants to walk around with that? And yes, he should have said something a long time ago, right? But like I said, a lot of these people are scared or were scared for their livelihood. They were scared for the living that they were able to sustain with the lie.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I made a video, and I ain't gonna lie, I called out Fileto and I called out Juan Gotti. And I want everybody to know I'm nobody. I'm just a small time pack podcaster from West Texas. I am nobody. I don't think that I'm anybody. I'm just a little fucking young little bald Mexicano and shit. You know what I mean? But these are
Nah,
my
tampoco,
opinions.
tampoco. But yeah, you have an opinion, and you also
And
make the time to share your
and
opinion. So
and what I think is that Mo Hustle got so much respect. Mo Hustle, he's a grinder. He's been co-signed by some very important people, and you are too. And you're growing so crazy. And I just think it's best that you and Mo Hustle just
stay
separate
focused
yourself completely from them.
completely. Oh,
Step
of course,
forward, please.
100%.
that's what I'm saying. Is like there's not really anyone besides Fileto that I want to work with. You
Yeah.
feel me? From that old camp or whatever you want to call it. Just to be very honest.
Yeah.
Like Fileto does a great job with our sets. We have a great time when we perform together. You know, but I'm not necessarily like, oh, I'm no, me and Mo. You feel me? It's like we need to really just focus on all the doors that are being open. And I know the trail, they keep wanting to pull us back over here because it's like, oh, everybody wants to know, when it's like, well, really, you're just not paying attention because we've told you. And it's like people will continue and try and paint this narrative, and if the dope house didn't respond to Gotti, it would look a certain way, you know. So they had to, right? He refuses to respond to me, which is fine, baby. Trust me. Like I didn't. I said what I said, and that's it. I'm not waiting for like you're blocked. You
You got
feel me?
bigger
Like
things
you
to
know
do
how
than
when you
just
send that
that.
message, you say what you gotta say, and then you block
Then he's
them.
blocked.
That's what that was. I'm not waiting for a response. I don't need anything else from
Yeah,
there. Nothing. I'm good. I'm good on all of that. I'm good on all of that.
yeah.
And when I released that, when I was able to be like, no, I'm good. I'm tired of this hate. I'm tired of this hateful energy that I have towards these people. I'm tired of all this
Yeah.
drama. When I let it go, calls started coming in, doors started opening. Why? Because I made space for what matters and I let go of the bullshit.
I salute that heavily, and I think that's the right move. And some of this stuff I didn't want to bring up. You know what I mean? But
It's
you
okay.
know,
I know, it's but I
I
also like understand why you want to ask
yeah.
it.
Yeah, because I got a little core fan base, and they're asking for this information, so I'm delivering it to them. But what I really want, I want this interview to end on a positive note, right?
Yes, of
And
course, of course. Like
I'm
we could
asking,
talk about the drama, but baby, we emotion. Like baby, we got so many things coming. Like I'm so excited.
what's the next move? What's the next best big
Okay,
move?
so Big
I am
Bet,
Lopez.
April 4th, baby. Lagrimas is coming out. The video, the song. This is an all Spanish song. This is probably the crossover Mexican regional song that's gonna break me. Okay, si Dios quiere. Like I wrote this song, obviously with all the shit that's going on. It's called Lagrimas, which means tears, and it is about how the earth, the land that we walk on has always been ours, and it's always been stolen by someone. And
Let's go.
they also want to
Let's go.
take that pride from us. Not only
Let's
do they want
fucking
to
go.
steal the land, but they want to take our pride. And how many tears have we fucking cried? You feel me? But it's in Spanish. So I
Fucking
might
go.
come out with an English version. I just got to rewrite it, reformat
Hey,
it,
so
kind of, you know.
Lopez, in my city, I'm an activist. I lead big protests in my
Yeah.
area, and I'm fighting for the same thing you're talking about.
Yes, and that's my thing is like I'm using my platform for what I'm supposed to. In my mind, in my heart. You feel me? I'm talking about the shit that people don't want to talk about. And you feel me because I'm singing my heart out to you at this point. I'm telling you, we are tired. We are done, and this song is something that is going to help a lot of us move through these emotions that we hold on to, lineages of trauma. You don't understand. Like people don't understand, right? It's like right now it's us. Back then it was y'all, and it's the same fucking fight, just a different shade of brown. You feel me? And so I'm using my platform, I'm using my voice, I'm using my words, I'm using my talent to really advocate for my people in a way that I haven't before, in a way that I was more selfish before. It was very but now it's like I realize the power that I have. I realize the como se dice, the pulpit, like my grandpa type shit. I'm not preaching to y'all, but I'm teaching to y'all. I'm just letting y'all
Facts.
know, like,
Major
I'm not
facts.
preaching to you because I'm no better than the next. I'm not
Yeah.
perfect. I'm crazy as fuck. But
Yeah.
it's all love. When I tell you it's genuine, it's genuine. When I tell you my intentions are real and true, that is it. So the video, the song's coming out. I got a Houston banger coming out that we're gonna be doing with Bruce Bang. Um,
Wow.
super excited for that one because it's like it's a North Side baby song. Like because like there's been all these artists from the Southeast, from the this, from that, but they ain't never been no Latina from the North Side repping Houston. You feel me? And so I'm
So
finna rip my city, baby. You feel me? But yes, a lot of big things. I go back on tour April 19th. I will be in Tucson, Arizona for 420. You feel me? Like, cause Texas tripping, so we gotta go where it's legal. And then I'm back on the
hell
road.
yeah.
I'm booked until October 18th. So I know May will be in Dallas.
You're booked till
June.
October.
Yeah, October 18th. So
Wow.
May will be in Dallas. June will be in San Diego, in California again. We're gonna be filming some videos out there. I got a song coming with Duende. I don't know if y'all know who that is. This man is an amazing Mexican rapper.
What's his
Uh,
name?
Duende,
Doing.
Duende. I'm gonna be knocking out his feature here tonight. Um, and it's just big. It's real. It's moving, and Duende too is a real movement leader like that too. He's an activist like that. So I'm excited for
Oh,
the song that
cool.
we're doing together. Yeah.
Awesome. So some of my West Texas people will be opening up for you on some of these shows. So just take care of my West Texas people, man.
Of course, baby. That's what I'm telling you. I'm the coolest bitch you ever met, dog. Like when the artists, a lot of them, they're like they don't want to come say hi. I'm like, bro, come fucking say hi, dog. We finna share the stage together. Stop being weird. You know, come say
Yeah.
hi. Like I'm real. Like let's take a shot together. You want to take a shot at the trunk?
Yeah.
What's up? Like what you want? Like you know. So
And do me a favor. Tell Mo Hustle. I hope he's not mad at me, but he needs to podcast with me.
he
Tell him.
needs the podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
Mo. Oh, he's right here. He's right here. You shit.
Mo Hustle. We need to fucking link up, motherfucker.
We need to link up.
Let me know. Let me know.
He said, "Let me know."
All right, cool. Hell yeah.
Like,
I didn't know if he was mad at me last time. I asked him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good." And he didn't want to podcast with me.
I just gotta do the business. I gotta do the
he said,
business.
he said, I'm good. I'm good.
I gotta do the
Nah,
business.
but it's Mo.
Yeah.
He been knocking shit out. He been doing what the fuck you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Facts, facts. Before we go, I always ask all my guests this, and I'm really excited to ask you this. What is your favorite childhood memory? Okay, coming straight to your
oh,
mind.
my mom rented these horses. I think for like my seventh birthday, and we I got to ride horseback like with all my cousins in this fucking like little like stable right there by my house. And so we was in that whole todas vaqueras like So like that's the one that came to mind. I mean, I have a lot of good child
Awesome,
memories, but
awesome.
yeah, my mom. It was like, yeah, I think I was seven, and she rented these horses. And where you do that now? They don't do that shit no more. Everybody's scared or liabilities, whatever the fuck. But we was on them. We was on them horses, dog.
Hey, shit, in Mexico, it's still a big thing. I go to
Right.
I used to go to Mexico a lot, and it's a
Yeah.
very
Same.
popular thing.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. Like I got thrown from a horse in Mexico, and I got right back on that bitch. You ain't finna throw me, dog. What's up? What's up? His
So,
name is Chubasco. Like,
what part of Mexico do you go to? Do you have family from?
well, my family's from Tamaulipas, but
Tamaulipas.
my
What part? What part?
Vallehermoso, Santa
Oh,
Polonia. It's like my dad's from my grandpa's from Monterrey, but
oh, my family's from Nuevo Laredo.
oh, okay. Well, my tío
It's not
lives
too
in
far from
Laredo.
Monterrey.
My
Yeah.
tío lives in Laredo. He works in Nuevo Laredo.
Oh,
He's got a floral business out there. My
that's
my
dope.
grandparents, we got
Tamaulipas.
land right there we got land right there on the border. And then my uncle is
Oh,
a
cool.
técnico dental in Monclova, so that's Coahuila. That's another state. But yeah, we be in there, and I've been
Cool.
all through it. But yeah,
Cool. Hell
we
yeah.
be.
Do you have
But
any
yeah.
shout outs?
Big shout out to Hustle's Playground. Big shout out Mo Hustle, obviously. Big shout out to you, Levi, for all the love and for this was a fun interview. I love it. Big shout out
Awesome.
to the supporters,
I'm glad.
okay, because we always love y'all. We can't do this without y'all. So I appreciate that so much. Big shout out to everyone that has anything to do with Lopez's success because without you, I would not be here. So thank you. Thank you so much. I
Let's
appreciate
go,
it.
man. I am Lopez. I just want to tell you that um I already think real big of you before this interview, but after this interview, I have so much respect for you, and I have such
Thank you.
big hopes for you because
Thank
me,
you.
I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop to the core, but I
Period.
love Texas hip hop
Yeah.
so much you won't
It's
even
different.
believe.
It's different. We're just different.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
like, I'm rooting for you.
Thank
I
you.
am a supporter. I am a fan, and
Thank
I
you.
wish the best for you. And I just can't wait to see what you do with this hip hop, man.
Thank you so much, Levi. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
believe that you're gonna do great things, and um, Mo Hustle. He's. I'm glad he's keeping you busy. And he's doing his thing. Shout out to Mo Hustle,
Hell
and
yeah.
thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I wish the best for you. And stay strong and keep on going. Do
Hell
not
yeah.
slow
You know,
down,
ain't
man.
nobody stopping shit over here, baby. You know we
Let's
real
go.
hustlers over here. Thank you. I
Let's go.
appreciate you. I am Lopez __. Follow your girl, baby. Y'all stay blessed by the best. I'll see y'all next time.
Salute. Let's go,
Salute.
man. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, another great interview, man, in the books. It's your boy Smokes, man. Smokes Road in the book. Oh, wait. God dang. I gotta get used to that. It's Mundo Vision Media, bro. God dang. You already know it used to be Smokes World. It is now Mundo Vision Media. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Levy. We are Mundo Vision Mundo Vision Media, and I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. Guys, hit the like button, share this live. I'm about to end the live, but when it's ended, share the live for me once more again. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was a great interview. It was, it was solid. Guys, I always aim to have a positive interview. It's always on the guest, what kind of vibe they give me back. You know what I mean? And I've had very great interviews. Is that when I had the interview with Juan Gotti, he kind of gave me some negative energy back, so that's why I was kind of weird. But I always feed off the energy that the guest gives me. And IAMLopez gave me some really great energy. Her vibes were dope. So that's what led to a very successful interview tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, come back when she blows up. Let's do it. You already know, man. She's already blowing up. She's like in the middle of she's literally in the middle of blowing up right now. IAMLopez. You know? So yeah, hopefully she don't forget about a Mexican when she makes it up to the top. You know what I mean? Hopefully she gets me a little interview and gets me some followers, some viewers and shit. But shout out to IAMLopez, shout out to Mo Hustle, shout out to the whole camp over there. Shout out to Paycheck Pacino. Shout out to Gavino Reyes, man, my brother. I said it again. Pacino Paycheck. I'm never gonna get that goddamn name right. Shout out to Big Hang Beats. Shout out to everybody who tuned in from YouTube. Everybody who turned into Facebook, bro. We go live on the Facebook as well. If you don't know what it is Mundo Vision Media on Facebook and Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so go to my Instagram. My subscribers are going up on YouTube. I just passed 5,000. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy for that. But my Instagram followers are low, bro. So y'all help me get the word out and get my Instagram popping. All right, help me up on Instagram. It's Mundo Vision Media on Instagram and Mundo Vision Media on Facebook as well. So go follow me in those places. But thank you to everybody for tuning in, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. And stay tuned. We got some great interviews lined up. We're just getting started, man. The summer's about to be wild. All right. Hey, man, much love to all you people out there. Much love, 1,000%. It's your boy Levy. It's Mundo Vision Media. IAMLopez was calling me Levi throughout the night. It's Levy, ladies and gentlemen. But I've been called. See, Levy is Levi in Spanish. So when people call me Levi, I just let it go. But for the people out there, for my supporters, it's actually pronounced Levy. All right, like a levy. Drive my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. It's Levi, but it's Levi in Spanish because in Spanish we say the IZ, all that good stuff, whatever. But my nickname, my rap name, whatever, is Smoke. So you'll see my old supporters calling me Smokes. So to all my new supporters, you can call me Smokes or you can call me Levy. All right, it's whatever. But the platform is Mundo Vision Media. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an hour and a half going in. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got 4 kids. We got sports. We got school. So I'm about to go to sleep. Check out a duo. Let me see. Shout out to Carissa Torcios. Check out a duo called the Neighborhood Kids from San Diego. You will like them. I will check them out 1,000%. I'll check them out and I'll let you know what I think about them on the next show. Guys, thank you so much, guys. But please hit the like button before I tune out. Hit the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, follow, comment, share, all that good stuff. It's your boy Levy /Smokes. Mundo Vision Media is the platform. Let's go. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.